Good morning, everybody. What's up? Happy Friday. What's going on? We are ready to rock and roll. What's going on, everybody? Smash the like button. Let me know you're here. Hit the subscribe button. If you're on X, I don't know what to do. Appreciate you guys. Good morning. Good evening from Australia. What is happening, everybody? Welcome to another crypto live stream. Good morning to everybody out there. What an unbelievable night I had last night. Unbelievable. I'm still on a high from last night. I couldn't even sleep last night. I was at a baseball game. I don't know if you guys saw what happened in Cleveland last night, but I was there live. Wow. Insane. Might be the best game I've ever been to. Best sporting event I think I've ever been to. So that's bringing me some extra juice this morning. You guys know we're already ready for crypto every single morning. We're already all juiced up, ready to go. But man, that just put a little extra something on top of this morning for sure. We are fired up, ready to go. Brian is in the house. He's a member on the channel. Thank you, sir. Good to see you, brother. Roberto's here. Yeah, we're going to talk about Dogecoin. It's in the title. I'm sure you saw it. A lot to get into because Elon Musk is back at it again, guys, with Dogecoin. And I've got a Dogecoin video coming out later today. Very interesting what's happening right now with Dogecoin and Elon, and a lot of things happening behind the scenes. It's going to be interesting to watch it play out, guys. That's for sure. So Roberto's here. We're going to talk about Doge for sure on the Crypto Breakfast Club. Millsy's in the house. What's up? My man is ready. Raid is ready. Denise is in the house. Good morning, Denise. Rubina is in the house. Feeling bullish. It's Summers. What's happening, brother? I like that photo, man. I like that photo. That guy on the right. I think I know that guy. Or that guy, yeah. It's great meeting you, bro. Amid, what's up? Uremko, what's up? Cam, coming in from Australia. What's up, bro? Tim Williams in the house. What's up, Tim? Can someone tell me what FUD stands for? Fear, uncertainty, doubt. That is FUD. Negative emotions. Nicholas is in the house. What's up? Miguel, we will make millions this cycle. Let's go, bro. I love that energy. I love it. Let's go. Jess, what's going on? Go Tribe. Go Tribe. Roll Tribe. I still call them the Indians. Jess, I'm sure you do too. Unbelievable game last night. That was insane. Absolutely insane. But anyway, many of you guys want to hear about crypto. We're going to talk about crypto, major crypto news. We've got XRP to talk about. We've got Shiba Inu coin. We've got Dogecoin. We've got Brett coin pumping and a whole lot more happening here this morning. Michael's coming in from Connecticut. Tim Williams, let's go XRP. Let's go Doge. Brian, like and subscribe. Yeah, listen to Brian. Hit the like button, subscribe down below. Guys, we're a minute away from starting the Crypto Breakfast Club. You guys already know what it is. I don't have to explain this anymore, unless you're brand new to the channel. If you're brand new to the channel, let me know in the chat. If you're brand new to the channel, let me know in the chat. I want to see who I'm reaching that's brand new. But a lot of you guys have been here before. You guys know the deal. Every Monday through Friday, it's the Crypto Breakfast Club. We've got daily, weekly, and monthly sponsorship opportunities too. We've got a jam-packed week next week. We are filling up spots like crazy. Our breakfast club is growing. And man, it has been phenomenal to watch this community take form. We've been at it for like 4 or 5 months. Consistency. And that same drive and passion needs to be what you guys need in the cryptocurrency market. Consistency. Check in every single day. And good things happen to those who are patient, to those who continue to work at it. And we've grown a really awesome community. You guys know what it is. We're going to get into that right now. And I'm sure people will be fired up over there for sure. Can't wait to hear what people have to say this morning as markets are looking pretty good here. And it's been a really good week. Been a really good week in the market. So I'm curious to see what people have to say. We're going to get on with that here right now. Let me just turn this. Actually, we'll keep it on as we start the space here. All right, what's happening, everybody? Happy Friday. We are back. Last show of the week, and we've got a lot to get into. Major crypto news and alpha. Man, we got some things to get into. XRP, that's been a hot topic for weeks now. You guys know kind of where we stand there. We've been talking about it with the stablecoin launch coming. That's a big deal. We've also got ETF rumors heating up with XRP and their large cap fund with Grayscale. I'd love to see that. That's just good for the overall market. But we got some interesting things happening with Elon Musk, talking about Dogecoin for the second time in like a week or two. That's pretty fascinating. And we can get into that as Dogecoin is by far the top mover in this past week in the top 10. They have looked really, really good coming up about 24% actually here in the last week. And there's a reason why I hold a good bag of Dogecoin. We'll get into that too. I want to get into some of the other meme coins out there, SHIB and BRET. You know, SHIB going through some FUD again with a couple things that are happening from the community. You know, it's so hard to keep over 1 million people satisfied. We'll get into that a little bit. BRET as well, one of my favorite top plays for this kind of market cycle. BRET is back and moving again, so we'll get into that as well. And a lot of meme coins on the run here this morning, so we'll definitely dive into it, guys. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. If you're here on the space, make sure you guys share it out there. Drop it to some friends. We've got some sponsors up here with us already, Kachu, Gas Station, and Ethereum. Some community token, meme coins, whatever you want to call them. They've been rocking with us for a while, especially Genu and Ethereum. And welcome up here, Kachu. We'll get to you guys here in a little bit. Glad to have you with us here on the Breakfast Club. We are live on X, live on YouTube, and I'm caffeinated. I'm ready to roll. I went to arguably the best sporting event of my life last night. I don't know if you guys saw that baseball game last night. I was there live. It was insane. But anyway, we're talking crypto because I love that probably more than anything else. So, Paid, what's going on, bro? I know you probably don't care about it because you're over there in Morocco on the beaches. You're probably playing Frisbee over there or doing something on the beach, right? What's up?
You know what, Zach? Something off my chest right now.
What do you got? What's up? What's up?
I go to the beach yesterday after the space, as I do every day, and they deconstructed the steps to both entrances to the beach. I can't even get down there. What am I going to do? Am I a ninja? I'm not jumping down. Someone re-erect this fucking step so I can go up and down so I can get to the beach. Now I got to find another beach. I'm actually really fired up about this. I called my mom and said, Mom, my beach is missing. I can't get down there. And you know what? She's like, well, maybe they're doing something. I was like, I don't care. I'm going to buy the beach. after the crypto thing is happening, after, next year, I'm buying this fucking beach because I was going here every day, and now I can't get down there unless I'm going to fucking Jackie Chan my way down there. So I'm a little fired up. I couldn't get my beach in yesterday.
Let's go.
I know there's bigger problems in the world, but what the fuck?
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
No, but I actually got some serious shit. That wasn't serious. That was a joke. Everyone, lighten the fuck up. It's Friday. We're having a good time. We got, great sponsors on the show today. We got gas station Ponapilli, we got Ethereum, and we got our homie Ketchu up here. He was teaching me a little Arabic the other day because I'm in Morocco. He's like, yo. He's like, you got to say this to the ladies. I was like, okay, let me get it. I forgot it immediately. But we get Ketchu up here. I think Ketchu, a lot of projects will benefit from what Ketchu has. So I'm really excited to get into that a little later in the show. So I'm going to say this right now, guys. Jesus Christ. I was going to say this. Gaming is going to be huge. And I can't say or stress this enough. I don't give a fuck if you get a Superverse. I don't care if you get in a Gal. I don't care what you get into. Not financial advice. Get into something in gaming. Right now, League of Legends Worlds has a $2.4 million jackpot for the top prize. And League of Legends is the biggest video game in the world competitively right now. And they're in the quarterfinals right now. So basically what Zach saw last night in baseball, I'm watching in esports right now. That's the equivalent, basically, for me. And there's a $2.4 million prize. They're in the quarterfinals right now. Now, this is not why I'm bullish. Here's why I'm bullish. The sponsors of this quarterfinals thus far that I saw on the screen, MasterCard. Oh, MasterCard. Okay. Amazon. Oh, what? Two of the biggest companies in the world, and there's like three others. I wasn't paying attention, but there's three others. But you're telling me Superverse or Gala or whoever the fuck partners with League of Legends or partners with this game or whatever, and they have these tournaments, you think Amazon's not going to get into fucking crypto? You honestly think MasterCard's already been dabbling a little bit, but you think MasterCard's not going to get into it through gaming? Okay. I'll put money up. Anyone want to bet me on this by end of the cycle? One of these guys are going to get into gaming one way or another? I'm down. DM me. Because you're going to lose that bet probably 9 times out of 10 right now. This is massive. These are video games, people. This isn't like, sport. Oh, my God. It's in a fucking arena right now. The quarterfinals is in the arena in Paris right now. I think the finals is in Korea. Like, that's how they normally do it. So they're in Paris right now, and they got head-to-head tournaments. I'm watching it live right now, and all I see is sponsored. Amazon. Guys, sponsor. MasterCard. Oh, so you're telling me these motherfuckers, excuse my French, are getting into gaming right now and haven't gotten into gaming via, crypto as of yet? Guys, keep an eye on Superverse. Keep an eye on Gala. I don't even care if you get into it or not. I told you to get in the fucking Superverse at 50 cents. So it hit $1.48 recently. So whatever. You don't want to listen, don't listen. I mean, it's not financial advice anyway. Do whatever you want. But gaming is going to be huge. MasterCard, Amazon, sponsoring already. That's all I got to say. They're sponsoring. They're not sponsoring the NFL like they might be, but you know what I'm saying. It's not the NFL. It's not the NHL. It's not, MLB. It's none of that. It's fucking video games. It's esports. Get into it. I'm telling you guys. $2.4 million grand prize right now on the table. There's a reason the pot is that high right now. Over the year, I looked it up, and I'll end with this. Over the year, I looked it up. For League of Legends alone, this game, and it's been out since 2009. It's the only game that has been able to stay current outside of like Grand Theft Auto and fucking Call of Duty. These three games are like, they dominate fucking online gaming. But this game thus far this year has an $8.3 million pot throughout all the tournaments thus far, and the year's not even over yet. Look at gaming. You're going to miss out if you don't have something in gaming. I don't care what it is. Look at it. Get something. Not financial advice, but get something. What's up, Zach and Zach? How we doing? What's going on?
Yo, Paid. Love the energy. It's Friday. Loving it. But I'll tell you this. Man. Amazon is already in the game. Amazon's already in the game. It was announced. What's that?
I said you're right.
It was announced in January 2023 that they partnered with Ava Labs. That's Avalanche. Wonder why Avalanche is in Grayscale's large cap trust fund. I don't know. Maybe there could be something
Zach,
there.
Let me ask you something. What new game that just came out that had multiple $1 million of transactions and transactions in general off the grid? What chain is that on? AVAX.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, I'm not fucking Sherlock Holmes, but call me Mr. fucking Watson. Can I put some things together? Put some clues together on the show today.
No, I love it, man. Yeah, Amazon Web Services partnered up with Ava Labs back in January 2023 in a promise to expand enterprise and government use of blockchain. Avalanche, I think, could definitely be a sleeping giant. Now, here's the other thing. You mentioned some of these other big companies. Well, there was some rumors that Apple and Render, RNDR, the ticker Render, could be partnering. Now, there's nothing made official of that, but this was in an advertisement back in May of 2024, where Apple mentioned Render's services. And that led to a surge in the price of Render. I don't know if you guys remember when Render was shooting up the charts. That's the native token of the Render network. And they offer decentralized computing resources to developers and creators. So, yeah, very, very interesting. It's built on the Solana blockchain. And again, Apple mentions them in an ad. That's interesting, right? So the big players are coming. A lot of them are already here in some capacity. Look at the big brands now that are starting to get into NFTs for their loyalty rewards programs. Starbucks, Disney, Nike, Adidas. You can go through a lot of these, and it's infancy stages. They're trying to figure it all out, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and it's already happening slowly but surely. Pate, I'll give you another comeback on that, and then we'll hear from Zach, see what he's up to, see if he's trading here this morning.
Yeah, I just wanted to say also, it's not like these people are sitting in a room and it's quiet and they're playing games. No. It's a tournament, guy. It's in a stadium. Listen to this. Guys, I'm telling you, this is going, listen, $8 million this year, grand prize, and all these teams are sponsored. One of the biggest teams in the world was sponsored by Samsung up until recently. They're a Korean team. And, I'm telling you, these big players are getting into gaming, and that's all I got to say with that. But I just want to say real quick, shout out to Gas Station, BITUNIX. They did extend their sponsorship to the Crypto Breakfast Club, so I just want to give them a little shout out. I like these guys a lot. They're ridiculous. But I think it's going to send $200,000 market cap. Let's see what they do in the next 6 months. That's all I'm going to say. Zach, how are you? Good morning, Zach from Subway. What's up?
How's it going? Yeah, I'm a little late. I had to do some health insurance stuff. But, yeah, I did some good trading yesterday. Haven't really done some this morning. Just been kind of busy. But I hit almost a 20x yesterday. Cash out at 15x. Shit's dumping right now, but I call these plays, but I always take my profits and then I wait for it to bottom out and put some money back in and leave the moon bag. So even though I cheat, I still go back in. But there's a time to make money. There's a time to hold. So yeah, pretty excited about that one. That one was pretty epic. Yeah, it was great. It was actually a Solana play. So gas fees were pretty cheap, but Bitcoin's almost at 68K. Fucking bullish as always. So yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment.
Good stuff. Yeah, I made a video on this. It's going to come out later, but I want to get into this Dogecoin conversation because Dogecoin is one of the big movers here this morning. A lot of meme coins topping the charts here when you sort by the top 100, just what's up right now. Book of Meme is back in the top 100. Boom, up almost 11% this morning. But Dogecoin's up 10% in the last 24 hours, up 24% in the last 7 days. Nothing close to that in the last 7 days of top 10 cryptos. And there's a reason why, because Mr. Elon Musk mentioned Dogecoin yesterday. This is the second mention in a very short time period, like a week or so, past 7 days, past 10 days, something like that. And all of a sudden, Dogecoin's on the move a little bit. Now, keep in mind, back in March when we had I'll call it like a 2-week bull run. Remember when SHIB went up 100% and Doge went up like crazy? We were up over 20 cents on Doge. Right now, it's climbing close to 14 cents right now. Actually, about 13 and a half. But during an event yesterday at Ridley High School, an attendee asked Musk if he would head up a new, quote, Department of Government Efficiency. And Musk responded with a lighthearted grin. Yeah, Doge, he said, eliciting cheers and applause from the crowd. That was first mentioned or second mention. But earlier, not too long ago, earlier in the week, so he was responding to California's decision to block a SpaceX launch. He just tweeted, Doge will fix it. Now, we know he's trolling, obviously, sometimes, but it's just fascinating that he's mentioned it twice in the last week. The price has gone up a little bit. And there's a reason, though, why I personally hold Dogecoin, okay? A, it's a top 10 crypto. B, it's grown to be a brand that everybody recognizes, whether they're in crypto or not. They've most likely heard about it if they're under the age of 35. Period. Like, that, to me, is a big deal. And there are a lot of people who were in it, who got out, that will get back in it, in my opinion. There are a lot of people also who have not yet got in it. They missed the wave, but now they know about it. And when everybody starts FOMOing this go around, what are they going to do? They're going to go to Robinhood or Coinbase and buy Dogecoin. Again, this is the style of investor I normally am, guys. I mean, I know a little bit of TA, enough to be dangerous, but I really like to be more of a fundamental, analyze the crowd, analyze the market, analyze the type of people and retail and where they are, right? And so when I see this, and then you have the most influential, arguably the most influential person in the world with Elon Musk who loves this thing, you might want to own some, not financial advice, right? You might want to have a bag because there could be a ton of upside. Imagine if he does roll out in the next, I don't know, we'll call it 6 to 8 months, and the bull runs on. Imagine if he rolls out some type of X payment system, and you can now pay with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. Is that out of the realm of possibilities? I don't think so. Imagine if X becomes the biggest platform for creators, and you can tip your favorite creators, content creators, in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Dogecoin. Does that sound crazy? I don't think so. So it's interesting to me what's going on with Doge, and I think we shouldn't lose sight of it because while it's a different type of investment than catching something at 100K or 200K, right? I mean, you're looking to maybe 8 to 10X this cycle, right? But that's not a bad return at all, especially when you are mitigating risk, right? So we have to talk about that too. All cryptos are not created equal, and you should be creating a portfolio that makes sense based on risk, based on allocation, based on how much time you have to, dedicate to this, based on how much money you have to invest in this. So you have to carve out a path. But I think Dogecoin is in a very interesting spot here, very interesting situation. They're closing in on a $20 billion market cap again. And retail's obviously, we're not anywhere near like that mass FOMO event yet. And we're hanging in there right now, almost at a $20 billion market cap. So I don't know if you guys have anything on that front, what it would mean to crypto. And I think here's the thing. This to me, if Musk does this in some capacity, you want to talk about the best marketing for crypto, the best marketing to retail investors. I mean, this is it. So I think this could be a trickle down effect, not only for Dogecoin, but just getting people in the markets. Catchu, one of our sponsors today, their hands up. They want to respond. Go ahead.
Hey, Zach. Yeah, thanks for having us, guys. Love the show. I've said this before. It's one of my favorite spaces to be on. You touched on a lot of points, but you did forget to mention that it's Doge Day on November 2nd. And that's probably one of the reasons why Musk is dropping hints right before Doge Day. So he's probably applying something, maybe even around then. I don't know. It might be too soon to say, but I do definitely think he's going to try to integrate it in some way with X, or maybe even with SpaceX. Who knows? That'd be even more crazy.
No, bro, that's a great point. No, you're right. Doge Day is coming up. So yeah, I mean, we don't want to speculate and say he's going to drop some crazy information, but it would be reasonable. I mean, I could see him doing something. Yeah, it'll be fascinating, man. It'll be fascinating. Anybody else have anything on Dogecoin's front? Am I crazy for thinking this? Yeah, gas station. Go ahead.
I don't think so, bro, because Kachu actually brings up a good point about November 2nd being Doge Day. And remember, Zach, a while back, I mean, this is a while now, when Elon first got on there, he said he's going to bring Dogecoin to the moon, literally. So that I would not be surprised if he gets Dogecoin involved with SpaceX, puts a big fat Doge logo on it, something, you know, while he tries to get up to the moon or whatever on one of the rockets. I don't know, man. I think you are definitely 100% onto something here, because he has been dropping those hints. I'm seeing the charts going up. Yeah, I'm 100% behind you on that.
And let me just add something else as well, guys. Kabosu died this year, right? The dog. Right?
Yep.
The mascot. Yeah, so I think that's even more reason for everyone who's behind Doge to push even harder, you know, to honor the death in some ways, to avenge it. So there's so many reasons.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, I mean, I still think this is true. I wonder if you guys are feeling the same. I think Dogecoin could move the entire meme coin market still. I still think Doge and SHIB have that power, right? I mean, because when you think about retail and like normies, or again, even those people who were here and then gone, when they come back, they're going to start back from square one. Okay, all right, let's re-download the Robinhood app or whatever. I still got that Coinbase app on my phone. Let me dig through. Let me swipe over 4 pages to find that app again. Oh yeah, Dogecoin. I remember that. Let me get in there. And then they start hopping on X. They start hopping on YouTube. And then what are the YouTubers talking about? What are the people on X talking? Oh, what's this Pepe? What's this Brett? And then all of a sudden they go down the rabbit hole and here we go. You know what I mean? And I still think we're kind of in that vein. When people do come back, it's going to start with Doge, start with SHIB, and then trickle down the rest of the market. And I mean, we already know retail loves meme coins, and that's not going to change, I don't think, at all. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, Dogecoin was the first meme coin I ever bought. I mean, I had Bitcoin, Ethereum, things like that, but the first meme coin I ever bought was Dogecoin. And the only reason why is because it was all over the place on Robinhood and was very easy to buy. I said, screw it, let me buy in. I think I bought in at 0005, still holding it, you know? I wish I didn't hold on to it as long as I did when it got to the all-time high. I should have pulled a Zach Jeter over there and took some of my money, but but I think we're gonna hit it again for sure. But yeah, man, that first meme coin I ever bought was Dogecoin. I don't see it going anywhere. Like as far as disappearing, I see it mooning for sure. And like you said, it's definitely going to bring in a lot of retail people. It's the full circle, man. Everything always comes back around.
100%, bro. I want to go down to Ethereum and then Extreme Car Care down there as well. Ethereum, what do you got?
Morning, Zach. Morning, Dave. Morning, Tosco. Scream there, you guys. You know, I mean, you guys know my story from my other profile, you know, as AI Alpha Wolf or whatever. And Dogecoin was the first crypto that I ever purchased, and I traded in my $5 free Robinhood stock for it. And I turned that $5 into $500 trading Dogecoin, and I bought it at 17 cents. And I remember because it would fluctuate like 5 cents up and down, like continuously all day long. You know what I mean? So you could buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, and buy and sell. And that's how I learned about charts and learned how to watch prices and timing and that kind of stuff, was actually with Dogecoin, paying attention to how that chart moved. And that's how I learned about China and stuff, because I didn't even know about that then, because I always had movement at nighttime, and I was trying to figure out, well, how come this is always moving at night when I'm sleeping? In America, of course, is, you know, up during the daytime, because, you know, my mind was small at that time. You know, I was like, well, if crypto's here, you know, I wasn't thinking about China and that kind of stuff. And that's why I started doing my research and started learning about that stuff. You know, that's what gave me the excitement about crypto, because I'm like, oh man, I just turned this $500 into this video game money into $500. You know what I mean? And then, you know, of course, my old habits back then, of course, I was like, okay, here's easy money for me to go do what I want to go do, right? You know, so for me, it was exciting at that time or whatever, you know, and it's still exciting. I mean, I'm still here in the space because of it, you know, and then if Elon gets behind it, you know, and Dogecoin actually starts moving again and getting some price movement to it, you know, it's going to explode, because everybody loves Dogecoin. Everybody talks about it. It just hasn't done nothing very much lately. You know what I mean? So, and I'm actually kind of excited because back in 2021, I bought, I think it was like $3 worth of baby Dogecoin, and that was on BNB network, and I didn't have no BNB, so I never sold my $2 worth, you know, in the one wallet. Now it's worth like $36 from way back then, because, you know, when BNB signed the contract with them back, you know, it's either a few weeks ago or a month ago or something like that, they went on BNB. So, you know, that's starting to move now too. So, I mean, it's exciting just to kind of watch how things move when it comes around to that. And I think Doge has a lot of places to go, you know, once things start actually, people start doing something with it, you know.
For sure. And I think, you know, if you look, you know, under the hood, right, like, why is Elon getting all of these money transmitter licenses for every 50 states in the United States? You know, people often forget too, Elon Musk was on the ground level of finding PayPal. What's PayPal? You know, payments. You could buy crypto on PayPal. PayPal has their own stable coin. If you go back and read that book by Peter Thiel, who was also one of the co-founders of PayPal, he talks about it in the infancy stages on, you know, their conversations about what they wanted to do and where they saw things going, and digital payments. It all kind of started back then, and he was at the ground level of that. So he's been in this game before. I mean, that's how he got his start. He sold his portion of PayPal and then started all these other businesses that we know he runs now. But he always has had an ambition to create the quote unquote everything app, which includes payments, a place for people to socialize, a place where people can watch, listen to content. I think he has it. The platform's called X, and he's going to be working on it for a while, I think. And we already know that he likes crypto. I mean, Bitcoin is on Tesla's balance sheet. I mean, the whole Dogecoin thing is right in front of our face. So you start to put things together. And again, this is kind of how my brain works from an investment standpoint. It's not technical per se, but it's logistical and fundamental. And I guess I don't even know what you call it, but I start to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And that's how I start gaining conviction in different areas and different things. So that's just kind of a walk around the park there. But Extreme Car Care, what's going on, man?
How you doing, everyone? Just wanted to just throw in, just while the talking about Dogecoin. One of my customers, he's not interested in cryptocurrency whatsoever. However, he does property investment, and they're setting up some fractional property investment business, and it's been going on for a while. And it was a couple of months ago, they went to a crypto event in Vegas, a big one, I assume. All the big main people were there. You may have even been there yourself. The one thing he did when he came back, and bearing in mind this is someone who's not interested in crypto whatsoever, said to me, make sure you have Dogecoin in November this year. So everything he's saying is kind of falling into place to what he told me about 4 or 5 months ago.
That is fascinating. That is interesting. Well, I'm glad my bags are packed. You know, one of the things I was doing, I was talking about this months ago right here on this Breakfast Club and my videos and live streams. You know, when the whole meme coin craze is going on and you're taking profits, hopefully, on all these small caps, I was driving a lot of those profits right back into Doge, right? Whereas like altcoins in the top 100, I drive it back into like Bitcoin, Ethereum, back into, you know, a fund that I used to get into real estate or start other businesses. But the meme coin stuff, you know, if I was on Solana's blockchain, I was just putting it right back into Sol. But if I was on like the Ethereum, or we were doing stuff on Base or whatever, a lot of that, like a good portion of it, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go put it back into the biggest meme coin, because I think meme coins are going to be the biggest part of this cycle, still with retail. I truly believe that. And Dogecoin really at that time was like under 10 cents when I started to do that. you know, and just stack up a position there. So hopefully your guy's right, Extreme Car Care. Hopefully he's right on the button and November hits. And I mean, I honestly believe if this happens, if Dogecoin like has that wave again, I mean, that can literally spark the bull run. Dogecoin could spark the bull market again. I mean, it's very, very reasonable to think that. Mutasco, I know you'll have a lot to say about this. What's up, man? Good morning. He's calibrating.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we got you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we've got you.
Sorry, I'm in the car, so I was trying to my Bluetooth, trying to move stuff good. Typing something, I'll post it here so everybody who wants to look at it can see it. But the most important thing that I would say is this: when it comes to Doge, is that, and I think, Zach, you know this, and most people here know this too. The one that I want to pull up actually is like a conversation between Elon, Kimball Musk, and some other lady. I don't remember her name. That was even before Elon bought X from whatever. It's been a while. I have to take it out to post it here. But it's a long conversation and it's redacted. So the conversation is kind of, some of the stuff are hidden, so you don't know what it is, but at least you can put the pieces together. So so let me say this: what do we know at this point today about Doge and Elon? And guys, this is not financial advice, okay? So just take it for what it is. I hold Doge, and I've been holding it forever. You know, I don't plan on selling it because I don't know what could happen. I do know that there's a lot of, you know, key technical people behind Doge. I don't know whether they're active or not, but if they wanted to do something, they could. So, you know, because, and I'll put some of the post here, conversation from Vitalik, some stuff that I think could potentially lead to Doge becoming something bigger, all of that. I have that information. So I use that to inform my holding decision, period. That's it. The other thing that we do know is that if you look at SpaceX, the Boring Company, and Tesla, so far these are the three things that we know Elon owns, right, as companies. And each one of them, there's some relationship there where it's either a merge or, you know, launch and satellite. You know, you can pay using Doge, and then the Boring Company, and this is all stuff that there that you can find, by the way. So I'm not like just giving you some alpha. So the one that actually stands out for me is when I read that whole thread, this is probably 2 years ago, where Kimball, who is Elon Musk's brother, it was a text conversation between him and Elon. And I think it was a group conversation because there was a third person in it. And I'm still waiting to see if that is feasible or that would be possible. But this is what the conversation was about. I think it was the lady that suggested we need to disrupt the advertising model. Okay. And it's just been a while, so I'm going to be a little bit cloudy on the conversation, but I still remember what it was. We need to disrupt the advertising model. And then Kimball said, and this is Elon Musk's brother. He said, what do you think of an idea of us having, I don't know if they specifically mentioned Doge, but they talked about a token where, for example, if you're on X and you want to pay for any advertising, you can buy. So for all of us that are, you know, familiar with Ethereum's proof of stake, right? The stake is your token. You stake it for validation, right? So the conversation was around, what do you think of having whether it's Doge or some token, you know, if I'm an advertiser and maybe I'm selling product, instead of paying CNN, I can prepay. So the conversation was about how do you prepay your advertising and then you replenish it with a token? And how will that work? And this is the interesting part. Elon, and for anybody who does text with people, when somebody likes your text, there is this like button that comes up, right? So that's what I saw, and that wasn't redacted, right? So that made me think that Elon liked the idea. Now, how they can put that together, I don't know. But I know Elon is smart enough to know how to do that if he wanted to do it, right? So think about a future where whether it could be Doge, it could be a multiple, you know, tokens, right? So, and the advertisers were literally attacking Elon. Okay, you guys remember that? Like, oh yeah, Elon is this. Elon, we're just gonna pull our odds. And you guys remember Elon had to go meet with Tim Cook because Apple, there's all kinds of stuff there. So I think there is a secret plan. I don't know when that will be a reality, but I'm basing this on what I read. Okay, and this is information that I was fortunate enough to have read 2 years ago, and I would not forget that. And that is the basis for my holding of you know, Doge, and that's one of it. And the other one is with Vitalik's kind of flooding around on, he wishes that Doge becomes a proof of stake ecosystem, and just like Ethereum did, and that could potentially. So I hold these things dearly because I know it's possible. Because one, Ethereum was a proof of work and it turned into a proof of stake, and it has been successful doing that. So this will be my rant on Doge. I can say more on this, but you guys should remember this about the advertising model being disrupted. If anybody is going to succeed in doing that, I will put my money on Elon doing that, because for whatever reason, the mainstream guys were literally attacking this guy. Do you know how much Elon pays on because if the advertising revenue is not coming more and more, Elon is bleeding money. Okay. So if I were Elon, from an economic standpoint, okay, I'm going to figure out something that would actually allow all these people to cave in. So if you have to come in, well, here are the options. Buy in, stake it, and then let's see what happens. But there are technical challenges to making this work on Doge, unless the Vitalik promise comes true, which is change Doge to a proof of stake. And I think all of this will become a reality. And that's my rant on Doge.
That's great stuff. Yeah. You know, to me, it just makes sense to, I mean, have the main way people create a revenue source on X is through their audience, you know, through their audience. Let their audience dictate how good they are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because right now, like on a lot of these platforms, you can manipulate like what it is you talk about. You know, a lot of people will say, oh, why do the YouTubers create these thumbnails that are like, because it's the only way to like get people's attention, and it's in the algorithm that it'll put it to the top. Do you think we want to do that necessarily? Some people may like it. I don't want to look like, you know, an idiot on my thumbnails, but I have to in order to create a business. It's kind of stupid, you know, but I try my best not to be too crazy with it, but there's a reason why everybody does it, because it's a model that has been set up. And these algorithms, you know, you have to kind of abide by them. You're kind of beholden to them, you know, and this goes for projects. This goes for, you know, a lot of people create, you know, what do they call it? Like just engagement farm. You know what I mean? And you could say it's right, wrong, and different, but it's the way you gain the system. It's the way you grow. I mean, it's, you know, so let's change that. Let's change that. Let's let the people truly decide, in my opinion, what's good and what's not and how good it is. You know, I love that post so much. It helped me so much. Here's $2 in Dogecoin. Whatever, right? To me, it just makes the most sense in the world. And that's why I'm just so bullish on X, because I think Elon, who's obviously, you know, brilliant, probably sees that and so much more. So that's kind of where I am on it. Baggy, what's up, man? Good morning to you.
Hey, GM. Nice space. Nice space. Nice vibes.
Appreciate you,
How
bro.
are you?
Good, man. Can't complain. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm bullish too on X, but you know, I had another account that was suspended, so I don't know. They need to do something. Like I think they let too much on bots and maybe less to on people. You know, I don't know. Sometimes it's a mess. It's a mess, and even today, I'm thinking to be careful with this account, to not do some, I don't know, some mistakes. I try to not retweet too much. It's like, man, I'm scared sometimes, for real. I don't know. Maybe that badge with for companies can be something. You know, I think with that one you are 19% that you are legit here and you will not be out from the X. So yeah, this is the goal of Beggy now. One of the goal to have one of that page. So yeah, this is the thing. And about Doge, yes, that is a good bet. All the time will be like Doge, like all the top meme coins all the time will hit hard. But the thing is, we have a lot of startups now on Web3, and we will see some good movements in that direction too very soon, because people really start to build a lot of stuff in Web3 to build real stuff. So will not be just meme or will not be just Sol, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. Will be real businesses that will start to be created here. So I'm more bullish in this direction, maybe in people that start to build businesses here than meme coins, because you know meme coins are cool, but we have a lot of meme coins and zero value in the final. But we will see a lot of businesses that will be created here. So this is the thing in the final. Businesses make more money, make the biggest money in the world. So if you have a business and you have people that you hired, you are multimillionaire in crypto. I'm thinking utility in the final. So yeah.
No, that's good
Let's
stuff.
see.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch. I mean, I think X is becoming, I think, the premier platform for crypto. You know, I mean,
100%.
Yeah, I mean, especially for those who are in it every single day, and it's not to say there's not value on, let's say, you know, YouTube or anywhere else. And I'm not going to just stop. I mean, you know, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also focusing a lot on X. As you guys can tell, we've been doing these spaces now every single Monday through Friday, you know, for a while now, you know, 4+ months, I think, give or take. So that's a concerted effort, right? Just because I can look at it and say, wait a minute, there's a shift happening here, you know, and the people who are in the markets every single day, I think this is where they are. Sure, YouTube's still a thing, and I think YouTube is more or less the place where a lot of new people go, and people who just want to watch things passively. I mean, it still has its place, but I want to make sure I have a place and a platform on both of these areas. And I'm not betting against Elon, okay? Period. Catch what's up? Guys, real quick too, Paid Zach, keep the conversation going. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'll be listening, but just after Catch just keep it going. I'll be right back. I promise you I won't be gone for a half hour this time.
Let me co-host so I can help Paid out.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, I was just checking out because I got kicked out, so I rejoined. I'm just letting you guys know I'm alive.
Oh, thank God. I was
Yeah.
actually concerned.
Hey, well, you know what?
Where'd you go? I was about
They're so nice.
catch you. I was about to catch you.
Hey, you know what? We're talking meme coins. Catch why don't you give the people the breakdown, man? What are you guys working with?
The coolest thing we're working on now is a game called Catch a Meme. and it's a Telegram game. It's an embedded Telegram game, which makes it super easy to access and play. And the idea is, from the beginning, Catch You's slogan was gonna catch you all. And that basically means we want to catch all the meme coins and unite them together. And I think now with the whole Murad speech in everyone's minds, it's all over X. Everyone's talking about Murad. Everyone's thinking what he said. It really plays into that narrative because we are uniting all the meme coins into one community under one umbrella in this game. We've got about 10 coins now playing. And I'm going to pin something here real quick so that any meme coins in this chat can check it out. It's basically, it's a game. It's a Telegram group with about 300 members now. Every 20 minutes or so, there's 3 formats of questions that pop up. One's a riddle, one's a chart, and one's an image. And what you have to do is you have to guess what the coin is. And if you guess right, one lucky person will win what is right now $1 worth of that coin. We're upping the rewards soon. And that's alpha, actually. No one knows that. We're upping the rewards to like $3 plus like one lucky winner is going to get $10. So this bot can be added in any Telegram group, currently 14 groups. So around 30,000 members. And if you, let's say, gas station, BITUNIX, Inu, or Ethereum join, then you give us like X amount of your tokens. And now, whenever your token pops up, it's popping up in 14 different TG groups and being seen by all those people. So it's exposure. We've all blown stupid money on marketing in the past. I know we have on KOLs, on deck screener, a button trend, which didn't do shit, cost like 3K. It's crazy money we're blowing. And this is just a very cool way to mix exposure, entertainment, fun. It puts it all together. I think it's really cool. It's growing well. It's only been out for a month. And yeah, I want to see you guys in the TG, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, hop into the TG, guys. Show them some love. I just followed them on X here, followed them back. They've got 4.1K. I love it. Guys, show them some love. Give them a follow. Hop into the TG. See if you like what you see. Hop in there. Get into the community. We're always trying to be on the hunt for good quality meme tokens and meme coins out there that have strong communities, like Catch You, like Gas Station, like Ethereum. Hop in there, see what you like. And yeah, man, that sounds like some good stuff, man. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us too. And this is how we like to do it, man. Organically, like kind of bring people in, right? And this is how we want to do it. Let's have good conversation. But have sponsors weigh in on those conversation where it's not just like a complete 2-hour, we're going to the moon. Oh my God. Like, let's talk about some real shit and, obviously let people have a platform and, cause we've built a platform here and we want to share it with quality people. So that's what we're doing here, by the way, if you guys are new.
Yeah, I think Catch You for projects is going to be huge. Just my opinion, because Catch You, how many projects do you have right now?
We got like 2 more in yesterday. I think we have like 12, man. 12 meme coins, guys.
So they have 12 meme coins right now, and they just said they have right now a viewer base of about 14,000 Telegram members.
No, it's like 30, but like 30,000 members.
My bad. I'll a little bit.
Yeah.
30,000 members. And like, if you're a meme project, that is exposure, especially if they're not asking for any money up front outside of, tokens for them to give out through the buy. So Gas Station, I think this is something you should definitely connect with them. Or Ethereum, I think that's something you should connect with them. And people, if you want to make money, right now the rewards are a little lower, like they said, but they're increasing them. I would get in there. Every 20 minutes, you have the chance to make $1. That's not too bad. Just hanging out and fucking answering a few questions, whatever, And
yeah, you're making $1 right now paid, right? Like, we have this coin called Doug the Duck. They're partners with us. And LFGO as well. They're doing pretty well. So you call like $5 a Doug 2 weeks ago. It's already $15. There's 3x. So you're catching meme coins with the hope of them all going up, right? So it's actually good money if you're just having fun in the TG. And obviously we're going to up the rewards because, yeah, $1 does sound a bit lame. but $3 or $10 every now and then, that's a bigger number.
And guys, by the way, if you guys are wondering on Catchu, market cap right now, 2.57 mil, 2.53K holders, launched back in May of 2024. Really solid chart. You guys have held up well even during this recent downturn. You guys are on Solana. So, I mean, yeah, guys, take a look. Hop in there, show some love, and get in there and see what you see. I mean, get in the Telegram. This is what we always say. Like, you got to get involved to really, know what things are and know where you're putting your money. Don't just go blindly throw money around. Hop in there, join their community. I'm sure they've got a strong, growing community over there. And somebody's always there to help you in these good communities, with questions and all of that.
We've been grinding, man, for 5 months. And guys, you can always DM me on X. I'm always on X. And we've got like several moderators, different community members are very active. Everybody will answer you. That's it, guys.
And I would say, as a person who plays Pokemon still to this day, I know I'm a nerd. I don't give a fuck. The animation when you actually catch a meme is kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
Kind of fucking cool. The Telegram, the fucking little, not Pokeball, because that is a Nintendo product, but their version of a ball capturing monster thing contraption looks cool.
Yes, sir. I didn't even mention you could catch Pokemon in our main TG, but that's like not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on catching me more. But yeah, hop in, guys. Hop in. That's enough on me, man. I don't want to keep running too long.
No, it's all good, man. Yeah, just organically hop back in. I mean, you guys have heard what you've heard. So get into Telegram. Follow them on Twitter here. Follow them on X. Lutasco, yeah. What do you got? And then we'll go over to Matt. And then it looks like Baggy has their hand up now. So yeah, Lutasco, go ahead.
No, a quick one. I tagged you on the information I was sharing, guys. It's not influenced by nothing. I told everybody I hold Doge. So if you want to know more, just do the work. Go read what I posted in the comment section, and some commentary from, what's his name, Elon himself. The other thing, though, I wanted to add to this too is this. Remember, between Shiba and Doge, if there's ever going to be a chance for, and I think SHIB is already on the lead with that when it comes to the ETFs, right? They have the futures ETF. So you go from futures ETF to futures contract, I believe, then spot ETF or something like that. There's three lines. Bitcoin went through that. Ethereum went through that. SHIB is already in that line. So if there'll be a next one, it could be Doge, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that could be possible. But you have to know that some of these things, it takes time, but you have to pay attention to them. And you don't want to not have exposure to it, knowing what you know, okay? And this is what doing that is not irresponsible. It's just you being like, hey, I know what I know. I'm in a position myself, right? And when you do those types of allocations, they're not like Doge has to go to $1, otherwise I'm dead, right? You're taking a chance that if it ever happens, who knows what the limit could be. But that is my additional comment. You can go read stuff on Elon, compare what Elon says. He says it jokingly, right? And we laugh about it. We talk about it. And nobody takes it seriously. It's not new. Elon has been consistent, even with his own companies where he puts his own money on. He says things and brushes over them. And then many years later, it becomes a reality, right? So you can take it for what it is, but you don't take him like on a face value. You don't like, oh yeah, Elon's saying it's a joke way. No, but he's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's figuring out his way. Just pay attention to what he says.
Yes. Sorry, I had to go over and get some water. Had to walk away from the mic for a minute. Matt, what's up, bro? Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. I'd say everybody's names, but there's so many of them that it would just get lost in translation. But good morning to everybody, and kudos to everybody that spoke so far. I've been listening since about, since it started, right? Great information, great alpha. But you know, I wanted to just touch on real quick. I'm not trying to break away from the Doge conversation or anything like that, or the alpha, but the past couple weeks I got back into meme coins, shit like crap coins, and bought into Phil, bought into Klaus, right? Did good on those. Klaus actually did a 2x on me, and I bought and sold, traded a little bit, made a couple extra bucks. But then I found another one called Bog, and I actually bought Bog back on October 13th at 6:30 a.m. It was $2 million market cap. So when I heard, what was the one, Kachu, but they're at like 2.5 million. It just got my wheels turning. Like, my God, that's a great entry for a meme coin, because right now Bog is at like 17 million, and that thing went up to $28 million last night for a market cap. So unfortunately, I was asleep when it hit $28 million, so I missed the peak. But when I woke up this morning and looked at it, I'm like, damn, sweet. You know, that was like, it's about an 8x for me. So yes, I took profits, and yes, I left a moon bag because it's not trending yet anywhere. So once it starts trending on like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and all this other stuff, that thing's probably going to go up to, in my opinion, well over 30, probably around 40, because that's what these other ones did. So I just wanted to give a little insight on trading meme coins, shit coins, whatever you want to call them. That's not going anywhere either. And a $2 million market cap is a freaking great entry point, because that says it has a strong community. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. It's not getting rugged. And it could be a safe bet once it starts trending. Like I said, I mean, these things, they go well into the tens of millions of dollars. And even if they don't go anywhere after that, we still have mainstream adoption coming up. So if you do leave a moon bag and normies start getting in there, I mean, just imagine when we get like tens of millions, hundreds of millions of more Jeets in the space, and they start trading these meme coins. I mean, no matter what meme coin you have or project you're doing, no matter where the market cap is right now, as long as you have a core community and a little bit of action going on, and it can't be rugged, I think it's going to be successful. I mean, I just don't see how it can fail. I'm going to reach.
Hey, Matt, I got a question for you. What chain was that on? The one that hit the 28 million?
Bog on Ethereum.
Ethereum, perfect. All right, I'm going to do it. I never show, but I'm going to show for this particular moment. If you go to Coyote token.exchange, you can actually do limit orders, and you can set that up so when you're sleeping and you hit that $28 fucking million, you wake up and you're rich instead of waking up and it's down to 5 million. So I am doing a soft shell. Use my exchange, man. You can do limit orders, market orders, anything. So when you're sleeping, you won't get fucked. So there we go.
Yo, you know what? I'm doing a soft shell too. Here we go. Listen up. Why don't we have more people sharing the room right now? 23 shares, pathetic. Pathetic. I want to see at least 24. So
I keep forgetting, bro. I keep forgetting.
Right,
let me do this right now, man. I always forget about that shit, man. All right, 1 second.
Yeah, we do have 725 people live with us too across X, YouTube too. So we got people listening over there. Appreciate all those people listening in on the live streams, and everybody right here on the actual space. You know, Zach, I was going to say that before you did. I was going to show your own thing before you did, but that's so important, you know, having the ability to do that now, especially with meme coins, because a lot of these tokens, I mean, to Matt's point, you know, you can't go to sleep without thinking, what the hell's going to happen when I wake up here? You know what I mean? It's not like Bitcoin. Right. It's not like Ethereum where, you know, you don't even think about it. It's like, you know, you're waking up in a heap at 2 a.m. and you got to roll over and find your phone and say, oh, okay, we're good. I can close my eyes again. Okay.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, that's mad funny. Yo, real quick though, on that point, we were talking about, you know, $2 million market cap memes stuff. 2.1 million Monkey S back in the races, was down for a little bit.
Saw that.
They're a long-term partner of the show. 2.1 mil, all-time high 9 mil. I'm bullish. I am fucking. Where the fuck did all this volume come from? This shit has been pumping for the last week. Every day I'm like, hey, Zach from Subway. Me and him talking to fucking back here. I'm like, Zach from Subway, what's going on with Monkey Ass? Because this shit is pumping like crazy.
Right? No, that's so funny because I actually used my own exchange swapper to do that 15x yesterday. I was actually driving down the road. I looked at my shit and I get the notification and it's like 20x. I'm like, fuck, I pull over. You know, they're working on the roads. People were looking at me crazy. I sold at a 15x, but I could have hit that 20x. I didn't do the limit order on that one, but I encourage everyone to at least try it with a few bucks. Learn the process. And, you know, when you get into the small market cap, you can sleep at night. But I do have that. And I have the viewing. You can view all the charts and everything right on coyotetoken.exchange. So you can do market orders, limit orders. That's what we also bring. We bring utility. I usually don't show my own shit, but we offer a lot of stuff like that. Even getting in my token, we built a smart contract, a swapper. All you do is send ETH to this address, and it populates the tokens right in your wallet. That's on the ETH side, not the Shibarium side. So I got two different pairs. I know Pedro, I watched his live stream. I did watch it, Pedro, of the Shibarium one. The chart was going down a little bit, but I also have the ETH pair. Maybe you can do some TA on that one too. Shout out to Pedro on the show.
We'll get love it. I want to get to Pedro. I want to get to both everybody with their hands up, and I want to hear from Pedro here. Just some meme coin alpha for you guys. This APU, there's some real shit happening here. APU, $330 million market cap, about to hit all-time highs. This is interesting, and I know it's 330 million, but you guys know as well as I do. I mean, sometimes there's still room here. I mean, there's something very interesting happening with APU. Again, $330 million market cap. We talked about that about a week ago too, and since that time frame, it's up like 70%, 80%. Moo.
Zach, I think the frogs are about to run.
Yeah. No, I mean, Pepe's due for a run here. This one too, Moo on Solana. Take a look at this chart. Moo on Solana, $133 million market cap. I did a video for these guys, a promo video back when they were like 8 mil, 10 mil. They're at 133 mil. Interesting narrative. Moo the bull market. Take a look at their chart though. Very strong, great volume, almost 65,000 holders now. Again, $133 million market cap. You guys know that is my sweet spot. I love that 100 to 150 mil market cap where I feel really strong. It's not an all-time high. Like they already ran up, to whatever, 350 mil, right? So that is one I like. That is one I'm looking at too. You guys know how I feel about Brett. Brett's up today. It's back up over $1 billion market cap, sitting at the 11 cent level. Absolutely love this one heading into the meat of what we think is going to be the bull run. I saw some interesting statistics on PayPay. This was the Chinese Pepe. So when you start looking at how many holders they have versus their market cap, it's very interesting. They're only a $65 million market cap right now. Chart still looks really strong. Almost 43,000 holders though. And I saw this tweet that people were comparing that to the early days of Pepe. I still think there could be something here with PayPay, PEI, contract ending in 5790. As always, guys, none of this is financial advice. I'm just an idiot trading meme coins like you. Ponky on Solana, love it. $225 million market cap here. Take a look at that chart. Looks really, really strong. Not financial advice. I'm just an idiot like you. Let's see.
Zach, can you stop calling the audience idiots?
Well, no, I think it's important. We have to embrace that. We are idiots. I think that's it's good. It's an ego check. We're a bunch of idiots, and
I mean, we're buying animals on an imaginary ecosystem. Right?
Yeah.
So we have to worry about.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Ignorance is bliss, guys. Keep buying.
Yes, bro. Yes. I love bull on Tron too. Tron bull, 88 mil market cap, holding the line nice here on multi-level support here. I still think some of these Tron meme coins can run. I like Sundog and I like Tron bull. Those are the two I'm in. Let's see. I still hold a good amount of Bobo. on Ethereum. $75 million market cap now, way down, but still has come up quite significantly since the beginning of September. Quite a bit, actually. It's more than doubled since the beginning of September. Keep an eye on that one. Bobo on Ethereum, $75 million market cap. Turbo on Ethereum. We've talked about this one a lot. We were talking about it heavily at like 200 mil market cap. That thing exploded. It's currently sitting at 729 million. Insane there. Love it. Let's see. I'm almost done. I might be done. I think those are the only ones that really stand out at me right now. Political meme tokens too. Political meme coins. Right? Ahead of the election here. Keep an eye. They're gonna most likely run in waves. So keep an eye on those two. Let's see. Let's go over.
Real quick.
Yeah, man.
Let's not forget to get to Gas Station, Bonapo, Inu, and Ethereum, 2 of our other sponsors for the day, for the week, for the month. So we gotta get to them at some point. Don't forget.
100%. Yeah, we're going to Gas Station right now.
All right. Wasn't expecting that right away. What's going on, guys? How's everything going? I just want to say before I forget, Pedro, man, that dude is such a vibe, bro. Like, love listening to that guy talk. I really do. And thanks for having us on yesterday, man. It was fun hanging out with you guys on your channel. But anyway, so today is going to be just a chill one, man. Big news, obviously, is we have the biggest giveaway today. So we're actually, I didn't put it on there. I posted it on the Jumbotron. What you have to do, it's so simple. You cannot F this one up. Not even Mar, who's not even on here. Okay, so.
Yeah, where the fuck is Mar?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I was looking. He's not here.
Yeah, you know what happened? Mar took the fucking winnings from the other day and ran to Club 11. He was throwing genius fucking at strippers all night. That's why he's not here. He's tired.
Throwing those pills right down their cracks. I'll just end there with that. Anyways, so yeah, man. So we're gonna do. I kind of changed it up a little bit. So we're actually gonna do 2. Okay, we're gonna do $100 giveaway, and then just so nobody cries and DMs me like crazy, I didn't win. We're going to then do a $50 as well. So I'm going to do 2 back to back. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done by the end of the spaces, just so you know. It's going to depend on the amount of people that actually participate. So again, all you have to do, you got to be on here, obviously, so you can hear that we're having a giveaway. No shit. You got to follow myself, CRYTPO, on Twitter. You got to follow Genu on Twitter. And you also have to follow our dev, Sven Lambo, on Twitter. Okay, or X, whatever you want to call it. So simple. Be here, follow us 3, you're in. Okay. And then I will choose a random, and I will probably I'll just hit you up on X. Okay. So you're gonna see from Gas Station Boner Pill, you're gonna see a message. It'll be us. Just double check though. Double check and be safe.
And real quick, guys, for everyone in the room, this is a Crypto Breakfast Club. We're giving you not only alpha, but ways to make money without actually spending your own. Just follow these little giveaways and contests we're doing for you, absolutely free. Just follow the rules. But I will say this, not financial advice. Do whatever you want. Whoever wins, do whatever you want with your winnings. But they're at a $200,000 market cap. A nice little 10x to 2 mil. Listen. You're looking at turning a potential $100 or $50 to $1,000 or a $500 win just by potentially holding. I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying not financial advice. You can immediately. I suggest maybe look at it for a couple of weeks. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually piggyback off of that, Paige, because I will say there was somebody that won a small amount, a $25 win, right? And I had to. All right. So I looked, they sold at 28. And me being in the finance realm, in the IRL, in the real world, okay, I will give you a little bit of actual financial advice. And don't be stupid with your money. You just paid more for gas fees and walked away with less money than you started with when you won the $25. Don't be stupid. All right. So we'll end there with the whole financial advice. Everything else after this is not financial advice. So I'm going to move on. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out. Our TG, man, is kicking, bro. And a lot of it has to do with you guys. All right. And we are forever grateful for you guys because we get.
What just happened?
Who
My
muted
bad.
over?
I went to go accept someone and I hit the mute all button. They really need to move those buttons. I'm sorry.
Dude, I feel you on that. Go ahead, gas
Oh,
station.
shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. What did you miss? How long was I
The,
late?
the TG's
You were just at the
TG's filling up.
the Crypto Breakfast Club.
Okay, so yeah, I was basically just that. Like, because of you guys, you know, we have been getting a good amount of growth in our TG and like super chads in there, man. They're talking, we're active, we bullshit in there, like everyday kind of conversations. You know, it's not just about when, you know, it's talking about motorcycles, cars, trying not to crap your pants, funny as that may be. We talk about paid all the time in there. I know he's lurking in the background, always looking. Yeah, I know you're always lurking in there, man. I know you are. But yeah, so thank you for that. Spotify, again, I always have to shout out Spotify. So we are the only crypto certified Spotify artist in there, okay? And we just dropped another song. It's called Lot Lizard. If you know, you know. Go check it out. If you don't have Spotify and you can't check it out on there, just go on our TG and we have it in there and you can check it out. Okay, great. So speaking of songs, we have AI here. I think he's talking for Ethereum, and I have to say it because one of our newer admins, he got a little itchy trigger finger, and and he banned AI Wolf, dude, by accident, and I flipped out. And so for his punishment, we put him on a little timeout, and we said, now you got to make a song apologizing to him, which he did. So there is a new song on there, and it's an apology to AI Wolf for getting banned by accident for shilling a channel that we should jump on and talk about Genu. And last but not least, I again shout out to the Breakfast Club, man. You guys are tops for real, and of course I have to shout out my my whole team, man. We are literally worldwide. So it's like we got people from USA over here in the States. We have people in the UK, Norway, Australia, Croatia. We're literally like a group of solid dudes that just we're all over scattered in the world, man, and to come together. And I think this is what it's actually all about, dude. We can, you know, have conversations and build relationships and friendships, solid friendships, man, from people that you never even actually met physically face to face, which is just a vibe in itself, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to keep it light. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but the giveaway, big time. Oh, shoot. And there is one thing. Okay, so financial advice, right? So we have one guy that actually is a financial advisor. I'm going to post this on here because he gave us some freaking awesome chart. And he said that, you know, Genu is going to be getting that big pump. And just look at the graph right there that I posted, and you kind of understand what I'm talking about without me getting a little too graphic on here. So check it out. And I will end it there.
What the fuck?
Hey, man, the charts don't lie, Abe. The charts don't lie. We call that the big bold dong. It's going to the moon. Gas station boner pill out.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, got to keep it. Got to keep it light. It's a Friday. People are getting ready for the weekend. I feel it. Let's go down to Pedro. I want to hear from Pedro a little bit, and then we'll get over to Ethereum there. Pedro, what's going on, man? Pedro, you there, bro?
Knowing him, he's probably got his mic on mute and don't know it.
That could be it. Oh, somebody's coming up from DYOR. Hey, by the way, guys, Bitcoin is pumping like crazy right now. 68,500. We have not seen these numbers since late July. Yeah, Bitcoin is looking beautiful right now.
I think once we hit I look at BTCD a lot, Bitcoin dominance,
Mm-hmm.
and the last altcoin cycle in 21 started when BTCD hit 60%, and we're getting very close to that level. We're at 59% right now.
Amazing.
So, yes, sir.
That's crazy. Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, because I look at this altcoin index on blockchaincenter.net, and we were creeping up there like in the 40s. It's like things were shifting toward altcoins. Now it's like clearly Bitcoin season right now, at least in the time being. But you're saying maybe that shift happens as soon as we get to that 60%.
Yeah, which could take days or even weeks, but yeah, it's Bitcoin shining now, and when it's pushing up, it's pushing up a lot harder than everything else, as we can see, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think by the time it even gets there, it'll probably make a new all-time high, and then all start to move.
Let's go.
We are in good times, guys. We really are.
I love it. Let's go. $68,500 Bitcoin. We are back. Who didn't think it was going to be in October? Where are you at now? Where are you at?
I was the one that said November. I said the last week of October, or the 15th of November was my days for when it was going to come back.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, nobody really knows, right? I mean, we're all just, throwing darts. Pedro.
We're all idiots. That's how you said it last time.
Exactly.
Yo, Zach.
Yeah, bro.
Zach, real quick, and this is just like literally just for me. Hey, what's up, Mom? I know you're listening. I love you. Mom, I made it.
Let's go, baby.
What? Mom, I'm on top of the world.
Oh man, I was expecting the Titanic music to come on, like that's so awesome, dude. That's awesome. So can you guys hear me or no? Yeah.
Yeah, bro, we got you.
Yeah, we got you.
I can't hear you at all, Pedro.
I really appreciate the comments. You guys are a rocket. I didn't even tell you guys. I was like, nice, man. I've been perusing through. I got 3 things that I think are dope. I was on the Bitcoin, Bitcoin.com. Like, I don't know what to call it, like a vlog, but they also have it on Spotify as well as a lot of. So it's like a podcast, but blog. I don't know what to call those. I'm old, so I remember when the term blog came out, and I was like, "What is that?" And I remember when blogs came out, and everybody was all using. You guys probably remember this stuff. The reason why I bring that up is they brought it. They went through and they took a good snippet, and then they posted it on their site, and they said, and so we were talking during that video. They were talking about or in that video, I was talking about the buyers and the sellers coming into the market, and so I went through. I don't know. I was getting nervous, talking on these things first. I don't know why. I just do. It's like every time, anyways. Jumping back into this, so they go in and I actually posted it on my page if you guys want to check it out. But I was talking about how the buyers and sellers come in, and when the buyers and sellers come in, that's typically when the market kind of starts to move, and whoever wins out of that, typically, then if the buyers win, then we see market go up. If we see sellers win, market go down. But there's this point where the buyers and the sellers have to basically come together. And they almost have to be a meeting of the minds in a sense. And so around that same time, this was back late October into November, December, I was saying how, this market for this year, we should see it kind of go sideways until the election, simply because, we don't really know what's actually happening. And at that time, this is when we really didn't have any information coming to us about, Trump had not come out and said he's pro-crypto. We had Gensler coming out and just ripping on us. And I said, it all depends on what happens in Washington if the Democrats lay up off of us and literally give us that go-ahead, right, to move and to give us a framework where we could actually play ball at. And so we, me and Tom on our show, the DYOR Media Network. And by the way, thank you for the shout out for our show, man. I appreciate that, Boner Bill.
Anytime, brother.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That was huge. It was funny when I first looked at your chart. I sat there and I was just like, "Oh, bro, this is dead." And then you're like, "No. Check out the other one." And then I was like, "Oh, yes, there you go." Like you need to send people to that chart first. And then go, all right.
Yeah, we try, bro. But the problem is that depending on how people have their wallet set up, sometimes they, kind of like what you did, right? You see the first one that pops up. So, and a lot of times it's the V3 or it's the last one that had the most recent purchase. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate. But yeah, we're on version 2 and version 3, just so you guys know, for liquidity pool. Okay. And yeah, version 3 just has a shitty graph, and version 2 is from the time that we started up to now, which looks amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's actually really nice. And especially that sell-off area was like, boom, like that's such a buyer area, man. I would have been like, yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to get, that was a perfect entry-ish point that I would have definitely gotten on. So as I'm talking about this, the reason why I'm talking about this is the fact is that now we know Trump is pro. The Democrats, the centralists, are definitely becoming more pro-crypto. And so, and obviously the Republican Party is pro-Trump. So whatever Trump says, they're going to be like, yeah. So you're seeing now this movement into crypto. And now because of that, you're seeing a push up in the Bitcoin chart. Now, this is for me what I'm looking at. The closer we get to November, right, man, he's pulling. He's starting to pull away, man, and his numbers are doing really well. Apart from a Clinton situation, remember how people didn't think Trump had any shot because she was so far ahead in the polls? Apart from that, where we just have an upset in the economy or in the election and Kamala wins, I would expect Bitcoin to sit. I'm watching this. I expected more volume to come in from here, but maybe they've just been accumulating it down at these in this section for the last year. Like I've talked about here at that 53,000. You guys can remember when we were up at that 72,000 area, right? And I came on the show. I forget who's that guy's name, man, who ran that night show. And I talked about it coming down to the 53,000 mark. And they were like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. You sound so confident. I was like, bro, I'm telling you, like within a week, we're going to see a sell-off here. And they thought I was crazy. And then it happened in March. And then we did the pullback again. I said, don't get excited here. Expect it to go from like that 72,000 area down to a 56,000, 50,000-ish area. And sure enough, it did that, right? So we've been watching it consolidate here. Now, this is key. If Trump wins, I already did it yesterday, put that market cap potentially at 200,000 Bitcoin. If not even, might even go higher than that, right? If he wins, because it's going to be stupid if he doesn't win, right? Like as a trader, you need to, brace for both. I would expect us to see it come down again to that 50,000, if not much further. But again, I think he's going to win. I think the markets and the charts show it. The banks see it. We see what's actually happening in the chart as it is continuing up. So this is something to be paying attention to. So that's something that's cool. Quick question for you guys. Because, and this is where I want to dialect, or I want to politic with you guys. where do you think that like we could potentially see over a period of in the next bull run, not this bull run, but in the next bull run, where you think it could go to? Because I think we're pretty, if Trump wins, we're going to see a 200,000, 300,000 Bitcoin. But I'm thinking like, where could we see it in the next bull run?
Half a mil to a mil, no?
Yeah, I think a mil.
Yeah, I don't know if you're right on that one, Pedro. I'll be conservative and say 150K.
I agree with Zach. There's so many other cryptos that people are going to start putting their money in. I know Bitcoin's going to lock it in or whatever, but I think there's going to be money movement in other markets.
What's going to happen is going to hit that 150K, and then they're going to diversify into smaller stuff. So they'll bring the price down a little bit. That's what I'm saying. Conservative 150. Yeah. I'd say 250 the next bull run. Honestly, that's my personal opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like almost positive we're gonna hit that 200,000. That's interesting. That's really interesting. You guys are really conservative, very conservative.
Yeah, because what goes up must come down, and what goes down goes into other stuff. So okay. I think it might hit the 150K and then retrace back to altcoins and SHIB, Doge, stuff like that. And then I think it'll settle around maybe 80, 90, and then next bull run 200. I'm just very conservative with this stuff, and just like you, I'm a trader, so I see how things move. I think you're more bullish than I am. But I'm also the guy that cheats. So when it hits, I'm going to start selling off at like 70K. That's a Bitcoin, wait for it to retrace. And then I'll buy back in. So I'm thinking it's going to do the same thing even at 150K. Also, the average American or average investor doesn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People are broke. Let's be honest here. So I think more macro stuff along the side of it. So I know for TA, you're thinking of charts, but I like to look at the whole picture. And the average person, you can't even take your family out to go to dinner. It's like $200. So until retail comes back, I can see that. Even with Trump being bullish, I mean, it hit 150K, but it's going to retrace. It doesn't stay up forever. I don't think it's going to be such a huge bear market with ETFs and stuff, but gradually, I think the next bull run, I'd say 250.
No, man. I think it's good. I like it, man. What about anybody else? I honestly, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I had to go take a break for a second. Can you repeat your question?
My question is, where do you guys think that this next run up will be? Not this bull run, because I personally think we'll hit 200,000 Bitcoin is what we'll see. But I was just wondering, where do you think the next bull run we're going to hit? Where do you think it's going to go up to?
Oh, the next bull run. Okay, I heard you on the first this time or whatever. The next one, being that's going to be a little ways away.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think honestly it's going to be over 200 by that time. I think you're probably going to be closer in the threes maybe.
Wow, everybody's so conservative. Wow, I think we're going to be in the 600,000 to a mil potentially.
I know. I figure about an average of 50,000 to 60,000 a year on the upside. I mean, for that being its low, you know what I mean. So I figure that as a safe average.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, the fact that the institutions are definitely are not going to give the plebs their ability to get ahead. So I would definitely put that. I could see that. I very much could see that. I don't know. I feel like if Trump gets in, because we have a literally like 9-month consolidation period that we've been sitting at. And so this is going to be such a huge base for them that they've accumulated. I did expect us to go much further low. Back in August when we were selling off, I was like, dude, this thing's coming back down to test that 30,000 because of certain aspects in the charts. But we didn't. So I'm like, all right, man, if this thing is getting wings, let's go. So it's real interesting. Also, I want to throw this out. If you guys don't mind me doing some shills for the show here real quick, because I was on Bitcoin.com's show, they took some videos of me or vlogs or whatever it's called, and they posted on their website. So if you guys could just go on my site or on my page, my X page, hit those likes and share, because I already posted them on mine. That would just help me out a lot. I'm really trying to build my presence on Twitter, just so that I can build like a secondary income revenue. I'm doing good for myself, but you all know I'm a small trader. I don't trade huge. I do good for myself, but I'm not like a billionaire. I had one guy, he's like, "Are you rich?" I said, "Nope." He goes, "Why are you even talking then?" I mean, I ain't going to take advice from, and then somebody actually had to come out with a show that I was on last week. And the guy was like, "You ain't rich, I ain't listening to you." And then somebody was like, "No, like, this is Pedro. Like, you don't understand. Like, shut your mouth, dude. Like, he knows what he's talking about." And then he thought she was a shill for me. So that would
Just tell them you're rich with knowledge. Pedro, just tell them you're rich with knowledge.
Yeah, nah, I'm just not. I'm just gonna be like, no. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and try to play word salad games. I'm not a billionaire, you know. I'm not sitting there, you know, right. And even if I had the money to ride in Lamborghinis and Bentleys, I wouldn't. I would still drive my Toyota. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would still like do my own shop. Well, I don't know if I do my own. If you get so big, right? Like Elon Musk can't do his own shopping, but I don't think I'll ever get that. Like, I don't even think I would get even a tenth of that. Anyhow, so jumping back to what you guys are saying though, if you guys could hit that stuff there, I'd appreciate that. Just send that out there.
Tom's giving you the thumbs down, Pedro.
That's okay.
Hey, that's dope, Pedro. I just commented on it there for you. That's cool as hell. BitcoinNews.net. They were out in ETH Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was talking about monetary theory, monetary theory, and how we're seeing the markets with Corbin. And we were sitting there, and I was like, "No, man, this is actually what's happening. Look, okay, so if you look at this, look at the chart. This is what's actually happening. Look at this, look at this." And as we were going over, he was like, "Holy!" I go, "Yeah, that's why this happened during this period." Because the sellers were coming in, and when you see trading theory as it's kicking in, you can see how they were flipping the market here because they didn't have enough buyers, so they had to create the sellers for the buyers, and it was a fun conversation.
Yeah, man.
I
was talking to somebody there at their booth too. I can't remember the guy's name. I got their card. Hopefully, I can find it. But maybe we'll talk in the back channels. I'd love to get them over here on the Breakfast Club too. And if you guys don't know, Pedro and Tom down there, who's also a speaker, Striking, they've got DYOR. Their show is live. Man, we had a great time out in Toronto with Pedro and Tom, me, my buddy Mark, and Oscar Ramos, creating content for the Toronto event. Two great guys, two great content creators, two great people. So definitely go show them some love. Follow them right here on X. They've got their DYOR Media actual account here up on stage too, so give that a follow and listen to their show, guys. It is daily. They do a great job breaking things down.
Every day we go over Bitcoin. Every day we go over the charts. I give TA every day. So, and you guys can come and share your own projects. This is really important. We really interact with a lot of our YouTubers, right? Like Zach, you have like literally hundreds. You literally have 700, 800 YouTubers. And me and Tom talk about this. Like, it's going to be so hard connecting and talking to 700 and 800 people at one time. Like, we're going to have to put a slow-mo on that so we can actually connect with the new people and communicate with them, because we really like that vibe. That when you go live and you get to know somebody, and a lot of our guys, we know kind of their personal lives because they share it online with us. So we're huge about connecting with people, because I believe that in life, I don't care how rich you get, you're not happy unless you have people to share it with, you know?
That's facts. Yeah. I mean, that's why I love these platforms too, man, because, people really get to know each other. Videos are cool. Like, I make a lot of videos on YouTube and stuff, but it's kind of like that one-to-many media form where one person puts a message out and then everybody passively watches it or passively comments or passively hits a like button. I don't get that feedback. I don't get that feedback loop. Whereas here, we're just having conversations and live streams. You can interact and you feel like there's a back and forth. So I know exactly what you mean, man. I love it.
It really is. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I threw something up in the nest, guys, from Grayscale. I thought this was really interesting. We were talking about Grayscale yesterday. So this is all of their private placement investments. So check that out. Click that second little photo there that I posted up there. Check it out. Grayscale's got an Aave Trust, an Avalanche Trust, Basic Attention Token, BAT, Bitcoin Cash, BitTensor, Tau, Chainlink, Decentraland, Decentralized AI Fund, Filecoin Trust, Litecoin Trust, LivePeer Trust, MakerDAO, Near, Solana, Stacks, Stellar, Sui, XRP, and Zcash. Now, why is this list important? Usually trusts turn into ETFs. Or, like the large cap fund, they're trying to basically turn into an ETF, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, and XRP. Don't be surprised if we start hearing more and more about, I could see, 4 or 5 of these ending up in some type of trust, or their own ETFs. XRP, I think, is going to have its own ETF at some point. So just check out that list. I think this is again, like, store this away if you're looking for things to invest in. Look what the big dogs are doing. Like, check out the moves they're making, right? So definitely give that a look. My man Mutasco's been waiting. I'll get to him real quick. And Cats of Crypto, I see your hand up. But yes, guys, show some love to Pedro and Tom. Tom, I want to get you up here too if you want to. If you got something too after Mutasco.
Let's listen to Mutasco.
He's always got some fire. Mutasco, go ahead, man.
No, Pedro, I want to tag you on something because your question was kind of interesting. And I did just get my ballot, so I'm gonna send my vote in for sure. Since you brought in politics a little bit and you're also a trader, technical trader, the question I'm gonna ask you, and this is, if you don't know anything about Ghanaians, right? If you know anybody who's a Ghanaian, whenever you ask the question, you get a question back. You don't get an answer. So what I'm going to ask you is this. Are you familiar with the whole positive, negative black swan? Because what you said about whether Bitcoin, you said if Trump wins, right?
Yeah.
And I think for me, and this is just my view, right? Regardless of whether Trump wins or not, I think Bitcoin is going to do some new numbers, and here's why. I listened to a lot of these VCs, and I think one of them that actually stood out to me, forgot his name. It was actually very early on Solana and the whole bank situation. Forgot his name. I can't remember his name on top of my head. But he said he spoke to several VCs, and these are crypto-centric VCs. It was a podcast. And what they've said privately is that they're waiting to deploy capital into the market, okay? And this is in crypto, right after the election. So there is a group of people, I mean, there's a lot of them probably, who are willing to deploy capital right after the election. Now, whether the outcome is in the favor of A or Z, I'll leave that for a debate. But look at what I posted. Do you believe that, and this is for crypto Twitter, by the way, right? For people in X, when I jump on these spaces, I hear this sentiment about Trump. Could we be making a mistake, right, and underestimating something? And it's somebody trading on this.
Yes.
That they could do really well. Do you get my point? I'm trying to.
Very much so. Like,
yeah.
All right. So this is where, like, I'm timid because the market is moving up, and I don't want to come and blow up your show, right? And say the market going to go down, and I don't think it's going to go down. Like, I think you hear it in my voice. I'm very bullish. But like you said it perfectly, and I'm going to bring this up here real quick. If we look at the monthly chart, okay, it's the 18th. Things start to slow down. We're not even halfway of the volume for this month. Okay, we had a great sell-off for October. Boom, went down perfectly. You know, the first week I came on here, I talked about that, right? I said, don't worry, guys. The fact that it went down at the beginning of the month is a good sign that by mid to late October will be up. So you can go back, it was October 1st with the Breakfast Club, we talked about this. I was hoping for more volume though for this October. And the fact that we didn't, I'm like, that sucks. Okay, so let's jump back to what you're saying, that Black Swan event. If we do see the market, they're already talking about lockdowns right now, right? And I know you weren't trying to go heavy, so forgive me for this, but he's asking me a question. And so I'm trying to keep this light. Is that cool if we talk about this, Zach? So make sure
bro. Yeah, it's good.
All right, because I know you want to keep it light. So, all right. The fact is that they're talking about lockdowns. And we keep seeing the articles pop up. I heard somebody else talk about it on another space, saying, what the F with all these like COVID mask stuff, mandates, and there's, a bunch of hospitals getting in a bunch of face masks and stuff. Like, what's up with this? And I was like, yeah. And he had a very large following. So I was sitting there just listening to him going like, so he sees it too. So what they could do is this. Trump comes in, Trump changes things. Okay, the market doesn't like change. You could have the initial sell-off. You could have the S&P 500 sell-off as well as Bitcoin sell-off. You can see the rush to gold. If anybody looks at gold on the futures chart, gold is at 2734.234. Like I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so gold is pumping, which means that why is it pumping? If Trump is looking like he's going to be a kick-ass guy for the economy, why would we see gold pumping? If anything, it should be selling off. He's ahead in the polls. He's ahead in everything. So why is this at an all-time new high? Why is it just busting out from yesterday to today? So this is where it's almost like this black swan event that potentially could be happening. Right now we're seeing Bitcoin starting to pump, but not with a lot of volume. So that's why I feel like there is this meeting of buyers and sellers that are happening. And right now it's a slight push that's pushing up the buyers because there's more sellers. So they're meeting those sellers. So it's just, there's a lot going on here. A lot of us who are pro crypto are buying this rally. This is really not the institutional push up that I expected. If you look at the volume of the month, like if you take a step back and you look at the monthly chart, you'll see what I'm saying of Bitcoin. If this thing starts to pump here in the next 2 weeks, and October is, good for Bitcoin, but that's only because us. It's not the institutions. They don't look at historically, October is bad for the market, right? So it's almost inverse. So that black swan event is very plausible. Also, you have all these buyers. Trump comes in. You have all these buyers. The institutions goes, ooh, fresh buyers. Now we can get our shorts off. Boom. Take the shorts, absorb all of those shorts, or absorb all of those buyers. All of a sudden now they've got mass fuel to the downside because all of us came in and bought, expecting this thing to push up. They drop this market down. Boom. Does it go down to 60,000? Does it go down to 50,000? Does it go down to 40 or 30 where I was expecting it to go? Potentially even further down, right? I don't know how far they would push this thing, but I know this is if I see that big push down and that drop that I thought I was going to see, I'm buying. Like, you best believe I'm going in and I'm buying at certain junction points. At 40,000, at 30,000, at 20,000, maybe, I don't want to say this craziness. Because in that black swan event, I know what they're going to do. They scare everybody. When you see blood in the streets and the market, I run to the blood. Speaking, if you're a Christian, there you go. But so in the same sense, go in. If you see a black swan event, that means that they are 100% are bullish on Bitcoin because they're going to buy it up when everybody is selling it. And you guys, I'll be here right here with y'all. All right, guys, look, this is the area that I'm buying in. This is another area that I'm buying in, right? And so I got your guys' back on that. But yeah, it's plausible, Matasco. Very, very plausible.
To summarize your point,
yeah,
you're trying to say that we still have a chance. And on top of that, just remember, guys, I don't play with this black swan thing, right? You just never know. And that's why it is a black swan. You will not know about it. Nobody knows about it, but I know there are people who trade on this for sure. So
absolutely.
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying just put that at the back of your mind because you just never know. Because there's a lot of money at stake here for this election. It's not just for your emotions and what you like. Unfortunately, if we all could get what we desire, I'm sure the world will be upside down. So there are people literally, they have a lot at stake to lose or to gain. And that's why the black swan is important. So that's why I asked that question. Just put that at the back of your mind.
And I also want to elaborate on that. So I've talked about between $10,000 to $200,000 is a zone for Bitcoin for major institutions. And you're like, what? That's a huge range. When you consider 30 to 40 years from now and a Bitcoin at $40 trillion market cap, okay, and I talked about this in in the vlog thing where you have a infinite system trying to fit into a finite system. This is the issue that we're having right now, right? Because they know that the current system is kind of slowly imploding on itself. It's a self-eating system. Sooner or later, there's not going to be enough snake to eat. So they've got to fit the money that they currently have right now into a system potentially that is going to be taking over for the next 100 years, 150 years. So a Bitcoin sitting right now, I think it's sitting at 1.2 trillion, which is the market cap for Bitcoin. Anybody knows? Quick, I don't want to.
Here, I'll pull it up for you here, Pedro.
Thanks. So with that mindset, like a 40x, right, a 50x, right, is something that they're looking at. Because remember, a 40, 50x in traditional finance is great. Like, I know we're like, oh, okay, we only got a 40, because we're looking for 100x or 1,000x, right? Like 1,000x is unheard of in traditional finance. We're talking, that's over generations, literally over generations, 200 years. Like, whereas with us, 1,000x is like, woohoo, we just took our $10 and made 10,000, right? Nice. So,
you ready for a number?
Yeah.
All right, so it's 1,351,586,288,602, or 240.
So it's so it's basically 1.5 trillion, and expecting this to go to 40 trillion, a $50 trillion market cap. It's very plausible over the next 30 to 40 years, because as the transition from a fiat system, debt-based system, into an actual finite system that is actually held on in control, as we see AI kicking in, as we see a lot of manipulation in the markets, it's a beautiful thing. And this is the part that I love about it. I don't know if anybody saw, Tom, what was that coin that we were looking at that's being ran by the two AI off of Anthropic?
Godus Maximus.
Yeah, Godus Maximus. So I went through, because I was just so curious about it. I kept eating. When something starts to eat in at the top of my mind, it just starts to eat them. I'm like, I got to figure this out. And by the way, Zach, if I'm talking way too much, cut in and say, hey, Pedro, you're talking too much. Let's move on. Let me know. But in the same sense, man, when I saw the Godus Maximus happening, and I started sitting there, and I looked at that chart, and I was like, oh, my goodness, this is a trader's wet dream. And additionally to that, the way it moved was indicative of literally sell-offs to bring in the buyers so that it can push up. And the sell-offs were just done so well. And the buyers of this and the sellers of this is also being manipulated by the two AI that is actually interacting with this. And so I started going through and I wanted to read through Anthropic's AI communicating on X. And it was talking about, and if you go down, if you start reading, I wanted to go down to the very beginning and read from the start. And like there are thousands of pages here, so it's going to take you a minute. But I went through and I went past like the numbers because it only ends at 37 conversation. And I went through and I started reading through and I realized I was like, oh, wow, these guys are talking about merging, not overthrowing, but merging AI and human together. And so they're trying to do this in the next 100 years. That was their timeline, right? AGI kicks in. And so for that to happen in a prosperous, where everybody can be prosperous, you need a system that has a finite system where you can have classes of people, right? And so with that same system, like if you look at Bitcoin playing a digital currency between the AI systems, this would be a perfect system for them to play. Or their coin, right? It's called Godius Maximus. It would be one of those things that people...
It's up like 15,000% or something like that. Yeah. Oh, not 15,000, but more than 1,000x.
Yeah, and it's a trip. I was looking
and it's still strong, Pedro. You're right about that chart.
Well, did you get in on it? I told you.
No.
Why did you get in on it, bro?
I needlessly spent all my money on rent and electric bills and internet.
For the show, I thought we had something. Anyways, okay. Sorry, this is internal dialogue. Okay, but look, this thing is real, and it's ran by two AI that's actually manipulating it, the buyers and sellers, and they actually post on. This is the part that's a trip. We're seeing it now create other posts and other platforms and social media to bring in new buyers. It's a trip. Like watching this thing actually create this and run it by itself is a bit of a trip. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with Anthropic. Who's familiar with Anthropic AI? Perplexity. Does anybody use Perplexity AI? Are you used to? Gotcha. All right. Nobody. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Pedro. I want to get into Cats of Crypto. He's been waiting for a minute, man. Let me get down to him. We only got about 8 minutes left of the show, guys. Just want to say thank you to everybody who's listening on YouTube, on X Live, on the space. Appreciate you guys as always. It is Friday, last day of the week. And let me go down to Cats of Crypto. What's going on, man?
Well, Zach, just a word to the wise. Someone's only about 30 minutes from Sandusky, if that was you at the game last night. You might want to check your DMs. So outside of that, I would say, hey, Paige, how you doing, Miss Hosko? I love hearing you talk. Zach, where'd Zach from Eaton Subway go? For crying out loud.
He's down as a listener. I don't know. He got kicked or something.
No,
get back up.
He rugged. Now, you guys were talking about, I got a couple things to get around to because, like I said, short on time, right? Number one, Zach, we'll see how October 31st goes and a couple of other things that we may take you up on your offer, just so you get a good idea there. So everybody heard that. You know, right now things are looking really good for us, but I'm not going to go too crazy into that in depth. If you guys want to know, come over and find out. You know, it's like that fuck around and find out thing. But you were talking about Bitcoin earlier and everybody being conservative, Pedro. I really, not only personally, you see what you think is a meme coin here. We're not doing that. What you have is a bunch of miners behind it. And the mining aspect of it, and I've talked about this before as me, the miners are saying 150, 175 on Bitcoin. They're conservative as all hell. And we don't want to talk into politics at all here, but we kind of see the writing on the wall a little bit as well, and what could happen or could not happen. It could go either way. But I personally like Bitcoin at 150. Some people are saying as low as 125. I can see that, but I'm not seeing your 300,000 or greater. Not this time. You're just not gonna. It's just not gonna happen. There's no way in hell, and not this century. And did somebody were talking about the trust that we're making earlier? I'm gonna touch on something. I do believe Jupiter was on that as well, and I'm really interested in a Jupiter ETF along with a Solana ETF. And the reason why I like Jupiter, real quick, is they have a thing called PPP, right? Look into this. It's called peer pump peer, right? It's kind of like, how can I help you help me, and vice versa. And we found people like Zach and Paid and like Matasco and some of the folks out here, even Pedro, have done a lot of PPP for a lot of people, but sometimes it comes at a cost, and we all know that. But we're doing that with a lot of different people ourselves, and we do that, as a matter of fact, just by sharing this today. That's also part of PPP. So that's why I like Jupiter, because they're all about the community, the greater community as a whole. And I'm gonna kind of stop in there. I know threw a bunch of stuff and slammed it together as like a slam sandwich, but I just want you guys, thanks for having me again, and have a great day. I'm gonna drop down as a listener, and we'll talk again soon when I get more time.
Sounds good, brother. Yeah, I know where Sandusky is, Cedar Point. Yeah, I was at the game last night, man. It was epic, dude. It was awesome. But let's I think, Tom, you had your hand up there, and we are going to wrap this up right at 11:30, guys.
All right, real quick, people have mentioned Sandusky. I spent many years in a little town called Fremont, Ohio. And
I just wasn't sure if my hand's up or because everybody's saying it's not up or whatever. I've been sitting waiting for the show or whatever, so I don't mean to cut in. I just want to make sure I get up here before you guys close down.
You know what? There's not enough time. I'll let you guys talk.
All right, thanks, brother.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Zach.
No, go ahead, man.
No, I just want to make sure I give the shout out for Ethereum. You know, I've been up there, and I don't know if my phone is glitching out or whatever, but I've had my hand up since we started this morning, standing outside work or whatever, waiting to come up or whatever and share the good news. Or, so, we've been out there getting crazy this week. We've made our statement. Everybody knows who we are now. They've seen what we're about. We're about getting crazy and having some fun with memes. So now we're going to have a meme contest. Memes are hot. They're crazy, man. Everybody loves memes. You can get crazy, get expressive with it. So, we're about ready to have a contest. If you want to go check out the profile, I also put it up there in the box. So basically we're having a meme contest. We're releasing more information over the weekend. We are releasing I can't remember what you called it, but I'm sorry. I'm a little bit behind now because I have all my notes back at the truck. But as far as the contest goes, we're going to get crazy with memes. If you want to follow the post, follow the profile, we're about ready to get crazy, So come in there. We're having a contest. Make your memes. And if you win the contest, you will be our center of focus. You know what I mean? You will be our next article. You know what I mean? So come out here, get crazy. Let's have some fun. Let's get crazy with memes, So let's have some fun. Have a good weekend. Sorry, I'm off track today, but it's been kind of sitting around twiddling thumbs today. So I'm out there now. So you guys have a good weekend.
Appreciate it. Guys, we are closing up in 2 minutes. I do want to give a shout out to sponsors today. Catch a Meme. Go get in the fucking Telegram right now. That's financial advice. Go get in the Telegram. Check this shit out. Especially if you're a project or you're a fucking you just want to win some money, go check out Catch a Meme. Gas Station, Boner Pill, Inu, another one of our sponsors, and Ethereum, all in the space today. Thank you guys for coming in, rocking with us all day. Gas Station, Ethereum, I definitely suggest talking to Catch a Meme to get in there, because that would be pretty epic in my opinion. Some people can win some, money or tokens or whatever.
100%. We're on it already.
Love that. See, that's what the Breakfast Club is all about. Connecting people.
That awesome song you guys made, man. Thank you very much for that stuff. I appreciate it, you guys.
Hey, Zach, can you hear me?
Yes, we got you.
Okay, now I have something important because somebody said something and I have to share that information so people can pick. Just put the back of your mind for this, right? We came out of the halving, less Bitcoin is mined, okay, like into the world. What I always like to look at, and I think somebody said it, I don't remember who said it, but look at Zach, I tagged you on it. Just take a peek at it. And then, so if you're going to estimate this cycle, what Bitcoin price should be, right? You have to think about how much it's going to cost a miner to mine Bitcoin. That has a lot of influence on the price of Bitcoin. So if the cost is currently at a certain level, the goal is, if Bitcoin is commodity, how do I make profit, right? Otherwise, all these miners are going to literally go to zero. They're going to go bankrupt. And we don't want that to happen. And for that to continue to keep grinding, to keep that flywheel, we have to hit a certain price. Now, add FOMO, and this is, Wall Street FOMO, right, to this. And this could go anywhere. This could go to infinity. Nobody knows, because this is an asset that is capped. So you don't want to bet against that. You also don't want to underestimate what the target could be. If you're trying to underestimate Bitcoin's target, look at the minus cost. And that's what I have to say. I've put the screenshots in there. Just take a peek at it. There's a source you can go and kind of Google if you want to look at stuff and educate yourself about the cost and whatever. That can be helpful.